Go live is started. Thank you very much, Streamlabs, for that information. We are live at the expo, and today the crowd is mega. This isn't even the expo hall yet. This is just people hanging around outside, looking at some of the simulators. Do give me a shout as soon as you're in chat, as soon as you're hearing me. Do give a shout. Do send some chat messages. Let me know if my audio is okay as well. I've got the headphones in because the level of noise is a little bit crazy, a little bit overwhelming, and I don't think the phone microphone is going to pick that up properly. So what's the crack? Chat is enabled. I need to just move my chat slightly so I can see the latest message. I'll just move that up slightly and save it. There we go. I saw Michael and you said hi, but I couldn't see your first name. It should be all good now. There we go. It's all good audio-wise. That's the job. So for those of you who weren't here yesterday on the stream, this is the Sim Racing Expo 2021. This is a live tour of what's going on. All good audio-wise. Excellent. Hey, Phelan. Hey, Ciarán. Chiledog. What's the crack? We've got our GT3 cars here. There's not much different to yesterday, but I'm far more familiar with a lot of the products. So as we go on, and especially towards the end, I'm going to ask you guys which products specifically you want to see. I'm going to run to those places to actually show you those products if possible. I'm probably not going to get to actually use them because even out here, we see this isn't even the expo hall yet, and there are already queues for stuff. And earlier on, the queue for people getting in here was a couple of 100 meters long, and it was 3 or 4 people wide. So absolutely bonkers crowd here. There's loads to see and do at Nürburgring. So luckily, people don't have to spend all their time in the Sims. One of the things that I was asked about yesterday, I'm actually going to show that first thing here. I'm going to probably have to throw on my mask, which is probably going to muffle the sound a bit, but I'm just gonna ask if it's okay to film. Is it okay to live stream in here? Is it okay to live stream? I'm live with my followers. It's okay. I just want to show them the room here. Cheers. So this is the race room here, and I need to show you guys this because this is incredible. Imagine that setup. Imagine that setup at home. Hey, BMR, what's the crack? Brian McCarthy in the house. Damien McMullin, Dory Rory, what's the crack? So yeah, they've got the Asher steering wheel set up here. This is a permanent fixture here. So all year round when you're here, all this stuff is here. They've got even when you get the food and stuff, they've got the screens up. Pretty damn cool. It's a savage setup. Big motion rig setup here. Enjoy it. Looks quality. I haven't even gone into the expo hall yet, guys. You can see outside there were hundreds of people yesterday. There are thousands of people here. Absolutely thousands of people. Hey, Chris Pietersen. I'm media, so I'm actually allowed to take off my mask, which is great for the purposes of this. Digital Motorsports stand here. For those of you who aren't familiar with the story of Digital Motorsports and why Digital Motorsports has such a big presence here is because of the ESE acquisition. They bought Digital Motorsports, so there's a huge push. They want to bring Digital Motorsports, they want to bring sim racing to the level of FIFA and League of Legends and stuff like that. They want to pack out stadiums where people go to see their favorite sim racers. So again, I'm not going to go into too much detail with a lot of this stuff unless you guys want me to. But why do we not get a GoPro stuck to LD's head, record everything? Hype is real. Hey, Pavel, what's the crack? So Cube Controls here. So yesterday we briefly saw it, and people are holding it just now. So might be able to see it here. But you can see there's a kid holding. This is the new Cube Controls wheel. Hey, how's it going? The new Cube Controls wheel. This has fully customizable backlit buttons rig, but it looks pretty cool. All of these, they'll take 2, please. Yeah. Cheers. See you later, man. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty damn cool. So looks like you had your morning. I've had 2 Red Bulls today, guys. So I'm absolutely fucking buzzing. These are cool as well. This might be a solution for a lot of you guys. That rig, you can see here, he's doing the actual transformation. He's going to do the transformation back in a second. That's a pretty rigid rig, and the back of it just folds up like that, and it becomes just a regular seat. That's a really good space-saving solution for anybody who's in an apartment or whatever. You do need to take the steering wheel off, so a clamp might be best, or some quick bolts, but that's a pretty cool innovation. I quite like that. We've got D-Box here. They've got a pretty deadly setup. I'm told on good authority, I haven't used it yet, but the D-Box pedals, sorry, I'll just ask one of the guys here. Um, is there anybody from D-Box here? Yes. Sorry for, I'm live on here. This is the experimental, the prototype with the feedback in the brakes, right? Yeah, yeah. Yeah. So I haven't tried it yet, but I was told I'm live here with my subscribers. But I'm gonna just do a quick close up because it's pretty damn cool. But check this out. So these pedals actually give feedback when your ABS kicks in and stuff like that. Very important. It's not just haptic feedback. It's actual force feedback in the brakes. Now these brakes come at a premium. They're like €6,000 for a brake pedal. So it's pretty insane. But it's the start. Everything was expensive. Direct drive was expensive. So pretty damn cool. Check out the setup. The massive screens. Very cool. And these D-Box actuators, one of my big problems with actuators has always been kind of the size, and these pack an incredible punch. And this is getting to the stage now because this is so tidy. That's getting to the stage where I would consider putting motion on my rig because that is almost negligible on your rig. And it'll attach to the outside of profile as well. So very cool. I'm super excited about that. Yes, epic fat lip, one pedal. Hey, Colin Lewy wants to crack. $6,000 for one pedal. Yes, that's just how it is at the moment. That's how it's all how it's going down. So you want that small actuator? It's pretty damn cool. We've got Sim Tag here. Queues of people. I've got the sun in my eyes here. Queues of people waiting to use the Sim Tag pedals. Sim Tag team in the house. So yeah, great to see so many people excited about these rigs. There are lots of other rigs around, so it's very cool to see people queuing for a specific rig. A lot of people are here, they're informed, they know exactly what they want, they know what the companies do. They're not just here to get a go on a simulator, because there must be hundreds of simulators here. It's very easy to get simulator time. People want very specific things. So we've got Vaello here. They've got their own custom rig as well. They've got those actuators. I'm not sure if they're D-Box actuators as well, but pretty cool. Very cool setup. We've got these motion sims as well. In sim, cheaper just buy a car and do track days. No, it's not, Evan. No, it is not. Well, $6,000, I guess. You can buy a cheap car, buy a Fiesta, have all the fun in the world. But these are very cool setups as well. Give me a toothpick, tube of toothpaste, some duct tape. So MSIM also have a range of pedals. Let's go and just check out the pedals here because they're camera. So these are the pedals. They've got lots of different setups. Looks pretty good. I'm going to be live probably for the next 20 minutes on people's questions and stuff. And if people want to see specific products. Here we've got more incredible motion setups. Let me just. So we've got set up here with individual pistons. You can see it's moving back and forwards as well. Very cool. Now, how much begging would I have that in the house? Not quite there yet. Um, we've got P1 and Uplight here as well. So they've got some really cool tubular rig setups. Because a lot of people, it seems, from the expo here, a lot of people don't really seem to be too fond of 80/20. They just want a rig that arrives and is set up. And I can understand that, because building an 80/20 rig can easily take you a day or maybe even 2 days, or in my case, several weeks if you're doing it an hour at a time. Please show us the SimCube wheel and the new Formula Pro 2. I showed the Formula 2, the F Pro, at the start of the stream. Is there guide price on the BMW and Bentley rims? There's not, but they are here. And here are the girls. I need to say hello to the girls for the live stream. Guys, say hi. Oh my! Everybody's watching. Everybody. Where? They're in the USA. I'm from Ireland. But They're in UK. We've got people in Germany. We've got people everywhere. So there we go. So that was for you guys. Another really cool rig here. Absolutely incredible rig. It's got two levels, so it's got pistons at the bottom as well. So for the up and down movement, they move. We've got two at the back here, and the front is relatively stationary. There's no tube on that, no piston on that. But we do have, actually no, there's no seatbelt system on here. There are some rigs that have seatbelt systems on them as well. Pretty nice setup here. That is the same button box that I have, but this has the extended part and the kill switch. A very cool shifter. That's a nice looking setup. So, so at the stage here, we can see people, we can see the esports teams getting set up. They've got those full actuator rig setups as well. So, spoiler for the sim rig. I hope I'm enjoying it. Hey, Speed Force Sim Racer, two irresponsible gamers. GingerMalteser is there. What is the crack? Lads, there's so much going on. If I miss anything or whatever, if you want to see specific stuff, just hammer the chat. Tell me multiple times if I'm missing stuff. We've got Hosenfeld here. So they've brought tons and tons of pedals. All of their Pro Plus ranges here. They've got their setups of how to go in that setup. We'll go over here. We can actually see that Jimmer is live over here in the corner. There's Jimmy Broadbent. He's live in an interview, so we're not going to nab him right now. But that's kind of cool. What else have we got? Is it okay for screens to be vibrating like that? Where's it on? This is in Germany. I'm at Nürburgring. Gamer Muscle will be chatting the ladies up. Gamer Muscle is buying everybody tea. He was drinking tea last night at the party as well. Loads of great rigs here. Lads, I'm like, I don't know, I'm shaking with the excitement, but I'm not sure if it's the Red Bull. It might be the Red Bull. Get over here. Simagic is not here, but there is a lot of Simagic equipment as well. So pretty cool setup here, virtual racing lounge. So we're gonna go in here. What else? The Wang. We're back at D-Box. We're gonna go up this aisle. All of you Fanatec enthusiasts, there's a D-Box room in here. It's like a 4D type of experience where it's inside, it's behind closed doors. Queue for it here, and then we got random call sign live on the stream here. And it's just there are famous people everywhere. Ah! It's incredible. So Fanatec had this cool little setup, which yesterday, the way that they were running it, you could try different wheelbases, different settings. Like they're actually comparing it to the Logitech G wheels. VRS is here. We're racing against VRS in about an hour or two's time. VRS don't have a stand, so you could actually go from wheelbase to wheelbase. So they've got the Trustmaster there for comparison as well, and the CSL DD. So this is a massive, massive flex from Fanatec to show how much better the CSL DD is than the competitors. I mean, this is entry-level direct drive, but they are doing direct comparisons. I tried the CSL DD yesterday, and I really liked the detail. The settings weren't great because it was a bit of a notch over center. I'm told by the people who've reviewed them that simple change in settings gets rid of that notch. So that's nothing to worry about as far as I'm concerned right now. Cool for Fanatec people to let people compare. I mean, the CSL DD is so much better than the Fanatec offerings that it's not surprising. I've got another list. You guys will recognize this racing rim. This is the GT4 rim. Again, can't answer your question about pricing. Maybe I can ask someone from Fanatec, but they all seem to be kind of busy right now. Actually, let's grab them. I'm on my live stream, and the one question everybody wants to know is the price of the GT4 rim.
Wow.
That's the one question. And we know it's less than €5,000, but realistically, I mean, nobody's watching. Tell me.
I think I cannot tell it to you, but what's your guess?
Will people be able to afford it?
Yes.
That's all we need to know. That's all we need to know. Like, that is very, very indicative. So forget your €5,000. Exactly what I predicted. He did not even hesitate. I said, my own opinion, I think it's going to be a €400 rim. I think 400 quid, you're still going to get a CSL DD, in my opinion, um, with maybe not with the boost pack. In an ideal world, CSL DD, boost pack, and the rim for €1,000, 999. That would be incredible. Like, that would be the be all and end all wheel for most people. And you know, you're getting a real rim from a real race car. We're going to have another look in here. There's some people in here, all right, but this is the Bentley. And ask Fanatec, why did delay the DD wheels? Reckon because they gave them to all the simulator expo. Rich people. I'm going to have another look. I did it yesterday as well, but I'm going to have another quick look in the GT3 car here. And we're going to check out this Bentley rim just when we get a chance here. You guys can't get the smell right now, but the smell of race car is real here. Can I pop in for the live stream again? Gonna pop in here, and this is the Bentley steering wheel rim, the one that you guys have all been asking about. Don't touch it. Can you touch it? I just want to show the screen. Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Oh, I don't have time to sit down at the sim, but I'll be back later. I'll try it on the sim because I'd love to try it. But pretty cool. Everybody's asked, and the question everybody have to answer. I don't want to know the price. I just want to know: is it going to be affordable? Is it going to be something that a mid-range sim racer can afford?
Yeah. So the price won't be anything what a sim racer haven't heard yet. You know, there are other people doing steering wheels in this business.
Okay. I know exactly what you're saying. I know what you're saying. Okay. So she said there are other people doing steering wheels in this business. So we're thinking Cube Controls. We're thinking Gomez. So the Bentley seems to be indicative that the Bentley steering wheel is going to be more expensive. If I was to hazard a guess, 1,300, something like that. The Bentley one, I think they're aiming at the more exclusive market. Any updates on Trustmaster? Trustmaster are not here. So, yeah, Trustmaster aren't here. So it's impossible to tell. I don't know. Trustmaster have announced that they are going to do a DD wheel, but they haven't given any specifics at all. So let's see. That wheel looks savage. Ask her number. It's not that type of event. So that is pretty much the various aisles. Oh, we've got another aisle here. There we go. Does SimLab have any new products? That's actually a good question. We've got SimLab just up here, so we're gonna go and say hi to SimLab here. They've got Housing Felt, they've got SimiCube, they've got some pretty cool products here. They've got the Zero Play quick release as well, and they're using those little D-box actuators. They're sitting in little cups as well, which allows, as far as I know, for a little bit of lateral movement and stuff. Do SimLabs have any new products? I'm gonna try and speak to somebody from SimLab. Do you have a moment? I'm live on my stream with my followers.
Hello everybody, how are you?
And one thing they want to know is, do SimLab have any new products here at the expo today?
Yes, we do.
What are the new products?
Look at that new prototype steering wheel.
Of course, let's have a look.
That's all made in-house, so the button box is made by us, and the buttons are all made in-house.
Brilliant.
There's a different version down here.
Excellent.
And it will be we will sell it on the end of the year.
Excellent.
For around €600.
€600, that's nice, that's good. All right, excellent. And one question that I have, is there going to be a round version?
Well, you can put any steering wheel on here as you want.
Perfect.
And we're also going to produce a Formula wheel.
Excellent.
And also, this dash is going to be released at the end of the year.
Excellent.
So check our website.
That's amazing, SimLab.
simlab.eu. And
Excellent.
then you will find all of
Thank you very much. Cheers. So guys, SimLab. I didn't spot the rim, probably because I was concentrating on the stream. But €600, that is very good for a rim like that, because that is a fully functional rim with wireless communication. 600 quid. That is enough to make the SimiCube a lot more financially viable, I think. It's a nice button plate. 600 quid. I think it's pretty okay. ask him widescreen or triples. We're not going to get into that debate. We've got Race X over here as well. So Race X are doing these rigs. Again, I mentioned about the rigs. A lot of people don't like the 80-20 building experience and stuff like that. They want something they can buy, sit in, race straight away. This is a one-piece tubular frame, and it's super rigid. I had a go on it yesterday, and you could park a car up on top of this, it won't move. So really cool. They've only got the CSL DD on here, but that will handle anything you throw at it. And the only thing is, the box would be massive when you're actually, when it's getting delivered. So I can imagine shipping around the world being a little bit expensive. We've got a black one here as well. And you can see, for those of you who are wondering how you might install a shifter, how you might install a shifter or your button boxes or whatever, they've got, on the black one here, they have black profile and black arms that allow you to install all that. And once you get that first bit of 80-20 on there, you can build anything on there. So, and you can do that on both sides, which is pretty cool. So it's a very tidy rig, and that is the price. You said about eight or 900 euro, was it? The 700. So without a seat, 700 without a seat. So for what it is and the amount of time it saves you, for a lot of people, that would be a great solution. They've got their own seats as well, RaceX. So Lawrence's shirt is about to cause a riot. You guys can buy this shirt as well. You can get your own name on it. You can hop into I do ! merch, and you'll get the link for IMB Racewear. I think, I'm pretty sure, and it's about £40 sterling, but the quality is pretty amazing. That's my shill for IMB Racewear for the weekend. So we've got the Digital Motorsports girls here as well. Say hi to the live stream. Hello, they're handing out flyers. They seem delighted to be here. Yeah, we've got just so many people here, guys. It's just class. Oh yeah, one thing that I promised you guys. I promised you guys a look at the Acetec pedals. So we need to go and check out those pedals. I'm going to walk out of the expo here again, and we're going to go have a look at those pedals. Because we've got, I don't know if you guys are interested in a little look through the shops here. These shops are open all year round. So we'll just have a quick glance here. We've got loads of race merch here. This is the Paddock Legends store. So lots of really cool stuff in here. It's really nice and quiet in here. So it actually feels very, very nice in here. You can tell my volume actually changed because I would have been shouting. It's very loud out there. The doors aren't closed or whatever, but they have exceptional, like really nice merch like over there as well. Got Senna stuff, Gulf wear over here. You guys are mad for Gulf. You guys are mad for James Hunt as well. So let's have a quick look here. Just savage, absolutely really nice. Gulf racing. They've got all the old school gear here as well. Very cool, very, very cool. Did I buy anything yet? No. Go buy a full triple layer. Yeah, we're going checking out the Acetec. Hopefully it's not too crowded in there. They're very low key. They're with Phoenix Racing. Phoenix Racing is one of the racing teams here. We've got here racewear 24/7. So this is not sim focused at all, not casual focused. This is your cars. Pretty damn cool. Better come back with more than Nürburgring. Lock me in that store. Go to Fanatec, make your most angry face, and ask them when CS. Oh yeah, PlayStation release. Well, they said before the end of the year, right? So I don't know. This is the VIP lounge, so they're definitely not for people like us. Got to go down here to the Phoenix Racing stand again. All our simulators are here at around 10 to 2. This is my simulator, the Digital Motorsport Simulator. That's where Chris and I are going to be doing our practice. We've got our quali session today and our quali race for tomorrow's lineup. It's buffering a little bit. Oh, that's a pity. Hopefully it'll sort itself out. And here we go. We've got Phoenix Racing in here. So let's have we've got Acetec in here. So we've got some of the guys from Acetec here. And we're going to go have a look here. As far as I know, they're on this rig. So I might see if I can actually get in close. I'll ask the guys from Acetec. Hey, sorry for interrupting. I'm live on stream here with people and everybody wants to see the Acetec pedals. Can I get a close up with the... Oh, they're here as well. Okay, excellent. Here we go. So there we go. I don't know. Sorry for interrupting. I'm really sorry. Do you want to tell people about them?
Yeah, sure.
3 new ST.
Okay.
Our throttle pedal is nice and simple because it's nice and simple in a race car.
Yeah.
It has a simple function to actuate the throttle. So everything on these pedals that you can see is adjustable with your fingers. So once it arrives in the box, you can simply just adjust it at home as soon as you get it. It's plug and play. You don't need any extra tools.
That's cool.
Our brake here is a dual actuated hydraulic system. It's fully hydraulic and it can withstand up to 95 bars. But if you want a softer pedal feeling, we of course also include rubber stops, because hidden inside of here, and I have an extra one here, you can see that we have extra bump stops that you can screw out here and put in, and there you go.
Excellent.
Now you have a softer or harder.
It's great that it's all adjustable by hand, because that's a big gripe of mine. Every time I have something with my pedals, like even a squeak or something like that,
Yes.
I end up, pausing my game, and a half an hour later I have the pedals back on the rig.
Exactly, and it also applies to where you want the start and stop points of the pedals. You can simply adjust them with the screws.
Oh, excellent.
So if you want to have a very specific heel and toe setup,
Yeah.
formula car, something you can just go do it with your
Excellent.
screws.
That's great. And the clutch, can you show us how the clutch disconnects from here?
So the clutch is, I would call it almost binary, because it's on or off. It has a very accentuated clutch feel.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, you guys can see the mechanism there. Yeah, that's cool. And it looks like there's a decent amount of...
yes, there's a decent amount of force, but not too much.
Yes.
But of course, that can be adjusted with a different spring, or just adjusting the tightening here again with the thumb screw. So
Excellent.
if it's a bit too hard for you, then you can just adjust it and put in a different hardness here.
That's great.
And the same with the throw and the stop, thumb screw, finger, there you go.
And you can buy this as an optional extra?
Yes, the clutch is an option on these, so you can either order it with or without the clutch.
Okay.
So if you want to drive just the formula setup, then you can have the accelerator and the brake, of course.
Yes.
And then if you want the clutch as well, which I highly recommend, because we spend a lot of time designing a good clutch bite point on this.
Yeah.
Then you can buy it with it in the package.
Excellent. And everybody on the stream here they're asking what's the price going to be?
Well, without releasing too much information, we don't have a final price yet. Of course, but if I say in the area of €1,000,
okay, all right,
that's where we're talking.
That's for the two pedals, and then the clutch is extra, is it, or that's for the whole set? Because that makes a difference.
I can't disclose the information.
Okay, all right.
Around €1,000.
Well, you've already given us probably more information than everybody has, so we thank you a lot for that. And thanks for the quick demo as well. And sorry again for interrupting, guys.
No worries.
They're very impatient in my community, so we're live on the stream again. Rando again. Random person. No. And they're on the rig over here as well. I know so you can actually get a go of them in a while. Cool. So we can see them in action here on the rig as well. So another pretty cool setup. They don't have them over there. I'm not sure what they're running over there. It looks like some sort of Willwood setup. You can change pedal levers too, right? What do you mean by the pedal levers? So, the actual face plates, is it? Yeah, you can change those. I'm not sure if they. Oh yeah, they have other face plates here as well. So they've got other pedal faces there as well. It looks like a. And I'm super excited about trying those at some stage, because everybody claims, this is like a real race car, but they're putting the sim racing experience first. And I know that sounds like marketing spiel and stuff like that, but I genuinely believe it, because the corners that they've cut to save costs also you don't really need a load cell in your throttle and all that. Yeah, that was a pretty cool exclusive. That was a nice little clip of the video. But blame us. Yeah, sorry about that. They've got more merch in here as well, Phoenix Racing stuff. Yeah, there's just a part of a race car in the corner, full front clamshell. They've got RC cars in here as well. Yeah, that's kind of a good indication of what's going on here, guys. Phoenix Racing this is pretty cool. So we all know about esports, we all know about joining races and stuff like that. These are some of the guys that we're racing against today. Not only do they have incredible rigs, check out their telemetry setup. So while all of us are racing, they're analyzing track limits, they're analyzing fuel usage, planning strategy, adjusting strategy. They don't just have one crew chief, they've got a team here. So That is incredible. And they're not the only ones, because if we go up here, we're going to have a look at, I'm pretty sure Williams Esports have a similar setup as well. Again, we've got another just random GT3 car here. Another really nice rig there. It's not all, incredibly expensive rigs. We've got some esports people here with far more, I'm not sure if you guys can see here, but far more modest rig setup. It just goes to show that you can be super fast even on a relatively basic rig. These rigs are pretty cool because they've actually got the PC and stuff all built in to the rig itself. So that's kind of cool. They've got a nice cockpit. That's a nice, neat setup. That's kind of cool. Aren't those cars die-cast? I'm not actually sure. I'm not sure if they're just models. They smell like real race cars. So that definitely, here, more of these rigs that have the PCs built in. So that's kind of cool. But get a tattoo. I'm not getting a tattoo. My t-shirt size is small, just saying. So okay, here we've got some of the Williams esports. There are definitely more esports teams that have the whole telemetry set up and everything. Hey, IMB Racewear, what's the crack? Have you guys? Have you anything? I'm gonna grab Niall here.
What's up, Lawrence?
People are, so I'm live on my stream, right? It's an acquired taste. It's something you play, something you learn, but it's a very niche concept and it's gotten that big. If you come here on a day when there's no sim racing, there are very few sim racers here. There are motorsports enthusiasts. They will, when they want to find an hour, they'll read a newspaper, or if there's a good race on, they want to see a race at a high level, especially if there are like massive events being packed full of people. So this is the vision that Niall, I think, gave yesterday, and really gives a great insight into the future. But you guys are the brains behind the operation.
We love this guy. Sign up, subscribe, click like.
And you know what's even better is if you love what we're doing, you love digital motorsports, you can invest in it now.
Yes. Oh, really?
Everybody
Okay.
can invest in it. You can invest in it. We all already invested in it. So all your fans, everyone could go on and invest.
Excellent.
In ESE and
That's definitely something that, because my fan base loves they love the cutting edge stuff and they love investing in stuff. There are lots of people who are like me. They're similar age demographic. They've got kids. They've got disposable income, and a lot of their sim racing enjoyment is actually not from within the rig.
It's not sim racing. It's digital
motorsports.
Professional. We wanted this, so everybody here is a race team taking part in a discipline of motorsport.
Yeah.
All digital motorsport. We wanted that. You wanted that. I wanted that.
It has been the dream. Thank you so much.
Invest in ESE.GG.
Thank you so much for your time. Thank you. That is so cool. Couldn't have organized that if I tried. That is so cool. There's so much exclusive stuff happening here, guys. Nobody's gonna get that interview. Nobody. And mark my words, when we in a couple of years' time have stadia booked out because people are going to watch when people are traveling to a different country just to watch other people race, that's gonna happen. It happens for League of Legends, where hundreds of thousands of people travel just to see these gamers, these people at the top of their game. Can we get some dabs from them? Who are these? They are ESE, and they have acquired digitalmotorsports.com. They own Digital Motorsports now. There's ESE, there's ESL, and they are bringing digital motorsports. So they're differentiating from sim racing, which is kind of associated with gaming. They are calling it digital motorsports, and they are bringing digital motorsports to a global stage. So where basically it's very accessible. People will be competing in FIA leagues. There'll be, WEC, WRC. They want to get in there with all of those massive brands, governing bodies, and so that's what those guys are doing, and I think that's going to be great for sim racing. We can still do it at our gamer level, but we can appreciate the best in the world. And one of their goals, one of their dreams is, Niall said it yesterday, is for somebody to hold like a Formula One World Championship and be an esports, be a digital motorsports world champion at the same time. So that's one of their goals, which is kind of absolutely incredible. So if you guys, here's Chris McCann. Why are you not practicing? So myself and Chris are doing the GT500. We've got our practice 4 quali starting in about 20 minutes or so. I'm not going back into the expo hall unless have you come across the new Fanatec wheel that you can put in a real race car? Yes, I've featured both of them on this live stream. So we've got the M4 GT3, which they say is going to be affordable. So I'm thinking 400, 500 euro. That is the definition of affordable when it comes to a multifunctional steering wheel. That's just they're my figures, but they definitely said that it's going to be affordable. Then the Bentley one, they said, look at the market. So look at what other people are charging. What other people are charging is about that 1,200, 1,300, up to 1,500, up to 2,000 mark. So that's going to be the expensive one. As far as Space McCann, legend. Hey Peter, what's the crack? So this has been an absolutely class live stream. Just super cool to get. We got some exclusives today, guys. We got SimLab new products. We got the Fanatec new products. We got Acetec. We got ESC. There's some stuff going down here as well. So they're all just drinking beer. Everyone can drink beer here as well. You can go and get beer. I'll get a beer after my races today, I think. And if you guys have any more questions or anything else that you want to see, what time have we, guys? Let me just check my watch here. Just a sec. What have we? Okay. So I have another 10 minutes. If you will we see any of your practice? No, I'm not going to be streaming any practice. I'm representing those guys that you saw. The only reason I got an exclusive is because obviously I know Niall. I don't know the people from ESE, and I am representing Digital Motorsports here this weekend in the esports race. Look, here's just another little shop. Another little shop that's just it's just got this one's for the McMullens in the house. There we go. Is the race will be? It's as far as I know, it will be. It's the ADAC GT500. My name isn't going to be on the screen. DigitalMotorsports.com is going to be on the screen, and Chris is doing the first stint, so he's doing the first 14 laps. Then I'm doing the last 10 laps. So it's going to be class. We've got a crew chief and everything. Ronan Hederman is our crew chief. What excites me at the expo? Just the atmosphere, guys. Because I'll level with you. I never really had much desire to get out on track or drive Nürburgring. I know that might sound alien, but for me, simulation is so close to real life from my motorsport experiences to date. I know what can go wrong, and that kind of scares me. And as a family man, as you know, I don't really want to put myself in that position where I go down that rabbit hole, because doing 1 or 2 laps is probably fine, but like I don't want to buy a race car and all that kind of stuff and get lost in it. And this is my hobby right now. But back to my point, as I approached Nürburgring, that was firmly in my mind. I don't really want to drive here. I don't really want to drive here. It's okay, you know. I'm a sim racer. I love sim racing. But going out on the track, I see too much happening. You know, too much expense. And even if you have your own car, you're fully insured, it'll still cost you thousands if and when you crash. So that's just not convenient, right? So that was in my mind. But lads, as I approached the place and as I saw the cars and everything like that, it completely blew my mind. Just the emotion. I started getting very overwhelmed. It was, and I don't want to exaggerate it because I'm not a religious person. This might sound stupid. I've not been drinking, right? There were tears in my eyes. The feeling of seeing, you guys probably saw my Instagram story, when I saw the corners and when the real race cars were passing me on the road, the feelings that were inside me made me realize how much of a racer I am. This is a hub. The activity that's going on here, the buzz, everything, the fact that our hobby is so ingrained in this now, just completely, it genuinely makes me emotional. Because I've been sim racing for 25 years. Many people have only been sim racing for a couple of years and may have thought that it was always like this. But sim racing has been the ugly cousin of motorsport. It was trying to be like people who do motorsport. Now it is motorsport without the motor. So that's pretty incredible. With angels singing in heaven, it felt like it, man. Because when old school Alphas and road legal GT3 style cars with massive wings and full cages were just passing me on the road, it was absolutely surreal. Yeah, absolutely surreal. So, how late is the race start? Is at Chris? What time is the race start today? 20.
2 o'clock Irish.
That's for practice, right?
No, practice is starting.
Oh, 2 o'clock Irish,
Practice in
yeah.
5 minutes.
Okay, 2 o'clock Irish. And that qualifying race is being streamed as well, isn't it? Yeah. So, yeah, just check out it'll be on Sim Racing Expo on their live stream. Fast Zone. Fast Zone. So somebody throw that in the chat. As soon as admins who are watching, as soon as you see that, if you are watching that live stream, do post it in the announcements and stuff. That would be great. What did you miss? Show us. Okay, I'll show our rig. Let's go over here to our rig. We've got some people looking at it right now. So this is going to be our rig. Up here, we've got the Digital Motorsports livery. We've got 7680 by a 1440 screen. We've got Cube Controls GT Pro, I think it is. SimCube SC2 Sport. SimLab P1X with the floor. We've got Housenfeld Pro Pluses. And we've got a decent PC here. So, yeah, that's going to be our setup. Yeah. So that's me about out of lads. We're at this 45 minutes. It was only meant to be like a 20-minute thing, but if you missed any parts of this, I highly recommend going back because there were some exclusives that other channels definitely won't have. I wasn't planning on them, but they just happened. So just watch the whole lot of it if you haven't so far. You can see the team starting to get serious here, guys. They're in their jerseys. I'm going to change into my Digital Motorsports clobber as well. So we'll be representing them. We're going to be over here. If you are at the expo, do come check us out. And he's here again. As it's so cool, like random call sign, Chris, hey, Gamer Muscle. Just for them to be walking around saying hi and all that is mental. Absolutely brilliant. Love it. That pretty much concludes it, guys. My mind is blown. Hopefully you guys get a bit of an indication of what it's like to be here. I'm going to be live again tomorrow, most likely at 1 o'clock, because these streams are super successful. Lots of you are watching, and after the fact, loads of people are watching it as well. So thanks a million. Cheers for the sport. Thanks, Jacob. Hey, John. Hey, Tamir. Hey, Tony. I've been terrible at the shout outs, guys, because there's so much happening here. It's hard to concentrate on the stream. But hopefully you guys have gotten an incredible insight. And do share it. Can you please share it with your communities, Facebook groups, stuff like that? Because not necessarily for my channel, because streams like this don't really attract a lot of subscribers or whatever. I don't really care about that. There's loads of information here that's just useful to people. So do share it in the spirit of growing sim racing. There are many sim racers who don't know that this happens at Nürburgring. There are many sim racers who don't know that people who are relevant in motorsport are connected to this. So yeah, roller coaster hasn't been running at all. So thanks a million for the look, guys. I better go set up my rig from the expo for Saturday. Thank you very much. I'll chat to you all later, and I'll see you tomorrow at the same time.